Hello, children. Today we are going to see the fourth lesson from the book First Flight. The title of the lesson is From the Diary of Anne Frank. It's an excerpt from Anne Frank's The Diary of a Young Girl. This is an autobiography of a girl who was around your age. She was just 15 years old when she wrote this diary. But before getting into the lesson, shall we learn the meaning of the word diarist? Who is a diarist? A diarist is a person who writes diaries. Children, let me list out some of the most famous diarists across the world now. The first one is Samuel Pepys. He wrote about the daily life in London in 17th century. Historians use it to get a better understanding of events that happened during that period. Next comes Virginia Woolf. She was one of the most important writers of 20th century. She had written about her views on feminism and educational reforms in her diary. The third one is Lewis Carroll. Now I'm sure you all must have heard about him. He was a writer of Alice's Adventures in the Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass. Next comes Anne Frank. Her writings are compiled under the book A Diary of a Young Girl. This is a remarkable book which has become a world classic now. It's a powerful reminder of the horrors of World War II, but it also gives us a pleasing reassurance that humanity and love will always win over evil. Okay, now let's try to get a better understanding of Anne Frank's background. Her full name was Anneliese Mary Anne Frank. She was born in Germany and she was a Jew. Anne's father, Otto Frank, was a German businessman. His wife was Edith Frank, and he had another daughter named Margot, who was 3 years elder to Anne. So, Anne was the youngest kid of that Jewish family. She was born on 12th June 1929 in Frankfurt and died on February 1945 in a concentration camp named Bergen-Belsen. What is a concentration camp? It's a kind of a prison where Jews were tortured and killed mercilessly. Anne lived for a mere 15 years, but she has left behind a legacy in the form of a diary. She was a very resilient and a fun loving girl. Actually, we'll be seeing this happy side of Annie in this lesson. If you see the first page of your textbook, you will be able to see this beautiful picture of Anne, and under it, you can also read these lines. This is a photo as I would wish myself to look all the time. Then I would maybe have a chance to come to Hollywood. This is Anne's own comment about her picture. Usually, youngsters would like to look good and attractive all the time, isn't it? Anne Frank is no different either. She was also conscious of her appearance and beauty, and she says if this picture of hers goes around, she might even be able to bag a plum role in Hollywood. This comment makes us realize that people everywhere are almost the same, irrespective of caste, religion, or country. Let's try to get a fair understanding of the period in which Anne lived. What comes to your mind when you hear Germany? Of course, the Nazi leader Adolf Hitler. He believed that Jews are impure by nature and must be eradicated from the face of the earth. He even went to the extent of calling them germs. And he said that the only way to sterilize Germany is to eliminate the last of the Jew. It was very cruel indeed. He called it ethnic cleansing. Hitler's party rose to power in the year 1933. And so, fearing cruel murder, Anne's family decided to move out of Germany immediately. They decided to move to Amsterdam, which is the capital of the Netherlands, because during that time, Amsterdam was a little more tolerant towards Jews. And by the end of 1940, however, their luck ran out. Even the Netherlands came under the control of Germany. German soldiers captured the Netherlands also. The condition of the people, especially the Jews, began to go down drastically. Anne's family even tried to leave for the US, but were blocked from doing so by highly restrictive immigration policies. No Jew was allowed to move out of the country from any place. So they remained hidden in an attic apartment behind Otto Frank's business unit in Amsterdam itself. After capturing the Netherlands, Hitler's men started to murder the Jews who lived there. It was called the Holocaust. The Holocaust is a state sponsored killing of Jewish men, women, and children during World War II. And it was estimated that more than 1 million Jews were murdered in just 3 months of the Holocaust. Anne and her family somehow managed to keep themselves hidden with the help of some good hearted people. One among them was a lady named Miap Gies. She worked for Anne's father when they moved to the Netherlands. Around that time, Anne's 13th birthday also came and they decided to celebrate it with a simple cake in their hideout itself. She received a very unusual gift from her father on her birthday. It was a plain diary. No one knew that it would have an enormous historical significance in just a few years. Meanwhile, the conditions of the Jews were going from bad to worse everywhere. Anne and her family were terrified and they lived in constant fear of discovery and arrest. They thought that somebody will walk in any minute and arrest them. During this time, Anne's only source of comfort was this diary. She poured in all her thoughts and feelings into it. She wrote about her family, friends, boys, and all kinds of things you might expect from a teenage girl. She wrote in her diary with the wit and understanding of a person who was well beyond her years, and no one could tell that a 13-year-old girl had so much of insight and understanding in her. But soon, tragedy hit them in the year 1944. The German soldiers raided their apartment and sent everyone to the concentration camps. There were around 20,000 such concentration camps during the Holocaust, it seems. They were sent to separate camps. The family was sent to separate camps, and the sisters died of typhus. It's a kind of a fever caused by bacterial infection. Otto Frank, the father alone, was a survivor of the Holocaust. Her father, Otto Frank, was the only survivor in that group. No one else was able to make it out alive. He was devastated by the loss of his family. After getting released from the concentration camp when the war ended, he went to Amsterdam. There, he met Miap Gies. Do you remember Miap Gies? As I told you earlier, she was a former employee of Otto Frank. She gave him some piles of papers and documents that she had rescued from the hideout. Among these papers, Otto discovered Anne's diary also. She was astounded by what he read and decided to make it public immediately. Let me quote a few lines from your textbook now. Convinced that it was a unique record, he took actions to have it published in English under the name The Diary of a Young Girl. Yes, when the father read Anne's record, he was taken aback by its depth and emotions. He immediately understood the significance of it and decided to publish it in English under the name The Diary of a Young Girl. The diary was given to Anne Frank for her 13th birthday and chronicles the events of her life from 12 June 1942 until its final entry of 1st August 1944. As we already know, it was gifted to her on her 13th birthday, and she wrote about all the events and happenings of her life for a period of 2 years, from 1942 to 44. It was eventually translated from its original Dutch into many languages and became one of the world's most widely read books. Yes, she wrote her diary in Dutch, but later it got translated into many languages and it has become one of the world's most widely read books. It's a very, very popular book. Anne's diary was published first in the year 1947. It has been translated into over 60 languages, and there are over 30 million copies in print. There have always been several films, television, and theatrical productions, and even an opera based on the diary. What's the meaning of opera? It's a kind of a musical skit, a play in which everything is sung instead of spoken. I think you all remember the first page where we discussed her dreams to become a Hollywood celebrity. Unfortunately, she did not live to realize her dream, but her diary gave life to her character. Several films, television series, and theatrical productions, including an opera, was made based on her diary. Described as a work of a mature and insightful mind, the diary provides an intimate examination of daily life under Nazi occupation. Anne Frank has become one of the most renowned and discussed of the Holocaust victims. So many historians and scholars appreciated Anne's insight and vision, and they learned so much about the Nazi atrocities during that period. Millions of people also lost their life in the Holocaust, but Anne Frank's name stood apart and she was widely discussed in almost all the forums. She has contributed a lot through her diary, and thanks to her, we now know so much about the events that took place during World War II. That's all for this session. I believe all of you would have got a fair idea about Anne Frank's background today. We'll be seeing a very interesting part of her in the next class. Till then, take care and stay safe.